The boars have been out grazing while I take a nap. And I just woke up and they're all over the chicken yard feasting. See, there's the coop. And this is the chicken area still that I'm going to turn into garden. And then I come over here and I see the chickens are in the goat enclosure, the goat paddock. So I thought that was kind of comical. Well, at first it was like, dang it. So now I got to get all these guys out of here so I can put the goats back up. Yesterday, and then this morning, I saw a goose over here. Boy, she does good at hiding those eggs. So I got 2 more eggs. Well, hello everybody. Haven't talked to you in the milking stall in a while, but I'm still working on it. If I had realized it was going to be this difficult and this tedious and this much work, I don't think I would have started. I think I would have come up with a different plan. I don't know what that plan would have been, but it's too late now. So I keep working. Just, getting a bucket here, getting a bucket there, a couple buckets at a time. And I'm making progress. I've gotten a bunch of rocks out of here. I am making progress, and I think I'll be able to finish this in 2019. Not sure what part of 2019, but it will get done. At least I hope so. I could use a really, really, really good rain, a gully washer that will wash. So there's areas in here that I just can't get the dirt out, but if it became soupy mud, it would wash some of the dirt out, and that would be helpful. So, and then I could just, when it's, there's a consistency of the mud that I can scoop out a ton. When it flows into the bottom part, I can just scoop it out with the shovel. The last time we had a really good rain, I was able to get like 4 to 8 buckets out in no time before it started getting hard and slowing me down again. So that's what's going on in the milking stall. And it's been really hard making videos lately. I don't know if you can tell. Since I'm in the milking stall, I've got a buffer zone, sort of. It's been unbelievably windy, folks. I was concerned this winter, because the winter usually isn't so windy. I mean, we'll get, like when a cold front comes through, we'll get a lot of wind, but we just had an unusually large amount of wind this fall or winter. And so I started being kind of concerned that spring would be unusually windy. And yep, it has been one of the windiest springs since I've moved here. Just unbelievably windy, to the point where I can't even video. On the video I did recently with the goats, there are segments, clips in there that the wind was so bad it overpowered the music, and I had to literally turn off the volume, mute the entire volume of that clip completely. I mean 100%, because the wind was so loud that even at like 50%, 25%, it was still drowning out the music. And so it's just been making it really, really tough for me to videotape anything and talk, because you guys can't hear me because of the dang wind. I've also been having problems because I really need to burn trash. I really, really, really need to burn trash. And it's honestly like, oh, the wind has died down. I better hurry up and do it before, because like in an hour or two, it could spark up again or something. I've had times where I've actually decided to burn trash late at night, which I normally don't do, but the wind has died down, and in the morning it comes up again, and I'm afraid that that's going to happen. And if I don't burn trash, yep, it happens. But honestly, there's been a lot of nights where the wind just howled all night long. It's just been when it comes to the wind, it has been a horrible spring. Just unbelievable amounts of wind this spring. So I haven't been able to use my solar oven at all. And honestly, it needs some repair. But even if it was working, I wouldn't be able to use it because the wind would just rip it apart. It's that bad. So no solar cooking, unfortunately. It's been, really limiting me on videotaping because you can't hear me. It's been tough because of the wind. I wish I could, there's been a lot of days I really honestly wish I could tape. I want to tape. I plan on taping. And then by the time I eat breakfast, maybe it looks like it's going to be an okay day for taping. And I rush, I feed all the animals, rush into the house, eat my breakfast as quick as possible. And by the time I, get ready to go outside, maybe an hour passes and the wind is just roaring again. It's just been windy this year. So that said, I finally decided, well, let me try being in here and, because it does block. A lot of times I'll come in here and work just because it's blocking the wind, and it's more pleasant to work in here, because I'm not dealing with the wind. I really don't like wind. I could not imagine living where it actually gets windy. Let me fix this phone a little bit. Like up in Wyoming and stuff where it's really, the wind is really, really bad all year round. I've heard of settlers where the wife would literally go insane because of the wind, or a lot of times they would just pack up and leave the guy. They'd say, I'm not putting up with this. And, divorces occurred because of it. Packed up all their stuff and went back east because they just couldn't stand the wind anymore. So, those of you who live where it really is windy, I feel for you. I can't stand it. But